From humble beginnings with only a few universities, Steel Bridge has really taken off. 2006 marked the 15th anniversary of the National Student Steel Bridge Competition, which took place at the University of Utah in Salt Lake City. 45 teams met for this prestigious event.
If I had to stack up, top 5 college things, Steel Bridge would probably take up about 3 or 4 of those top 5.
You're not going to get a better experience anywhere else, and we've learned so much through past years and this year's. Coming to competition, you just see so many new ideas that you want to use for the next year.
Well, Penn State actually started the dovetail thing, and we looked at that and went, wow, that's a really good idea. And so what that does is that lets us not have to need any structural bolts at all. I can loosen this and take it out completely, and it's not needed. All of the weight's being held up by the dovetails.
It's a great experience. You learn a lot about yourself and about other people, how to work with others.
Yeah, that's the main thing. Learn about other people and their talents they have to bring to the team.
Like with steel design, you start actually seeing the application in process. You're not just looking through the manual, you're seeing what actually is going on with the equations.
Oh, definitely do it. Resume builder.
It's a lot of hard work, but the payoff is huge. Not only do you get real design experience, you also get the hands-on experience with just working with steel.
You get to apply all the stuff you learn in class in an actual physical sense.
We have a lot of sponsor contacts, which gets me out in the business world, talking to employers, really finding out what they want when I interview them for the sponsorship. That's the big advantages I've seen from it.
Every year since the inception of the Student Steel Bridge competition, the rules have changed slightly. This lets the students rise to new challenges. Input for these rules comes from students and from a rules committee made up of representatives from the American Society of Civil Engineers and the American Institute of Steel Construction. In addition, this committee responds to questions raised by students each year as they prepare for the competition. These questions and answers are posted on the AISC website for reference. In order to maintain uniformity of judging, the Rules Committee also supports regional head judges each year through phone conferences and other contacts. The evolution of an effective Rules Committee is just one way this competition has grown to national prominence over the years. Now, catch some highlights from Salt Lake City.
3, 2, 1, go!
Year's finally over and it's worth it, been way worth it. So.
Got 2 more tests and we'll see after that.
Yeah.
You gotta load it and side pull it.
So far it's going well. It's like a brand new experience for all of us. It's the first time in nationals and first time in a huge event like this. And we had our ups and downs, but so far it's been a great experience.
I would highly encourage any students to participate in the competition because they're going to learn a lot, not only applying the theory and the knowledge, but also the practical aspects in fabricating the bridge, learning how to assemble it, and what's important to make sure that that assembly goes good in the field.
We came a long way. It started in 1992, very modestly, only 13 teams. Now we are up to 45 present here in Salt Lake City. It's been a great ride, very exciting. The students are benefiting and also are preparing themselves by participating in the competition. I'm also very pleased and thankful in many ways, certainly to the sponsors of the National Student Steel Bridge Competition, American Institute of Steel Construction, American Society of Civil Engineers, Newport Corporation, the James F. Lincoln Arc Welding Foundation, National Steel Bridge Alliance, and the American Iron and Steel Institute out of Washington, D.C.
Yeah, I think it's definitely worth it. It's a lot of fun. You learn a lot. You get to understand, what a weld is, how these connections actually work, In a class, you just talk about designing a member. You don't look at how is it going to practically work in a real life situation.
Each year the students have to take a look at the rules and see how the rules play out as to cost benefits versus different types of designs of the bridges. And in their initial designs they have to weigh in the averages, weigh in different aspects of their design and the benefits of those designs related to the ultimate cost and how that bridge is going to function both in construction and under loading.
Like you said, a balancing act between the different factors like the stiffness of the bridge and the weight. So you wanna try and integrate the connections that you have for the truss into the bridge so that they can be light and also maintain that stiffness that you provide throughout your entire design as a whole. So connections are one of the biggest parts in designing your bridge as a whole. Got it.
Teams are doing really good. They've done really good with their construction. Very few teams have dropped pieces or nuts or bolts. So they've done a good job.
I don't think there's any other event for civil engineers to learn about structural steel and team building than the student steel bridge competition.
A project like this lets us get into a shop and learn how to weld, learn how to machine things, get into a lot of the applied aspects of structural engineering.
Third place overall, University of Wisconsin-Madison. Second place overall, SUNY Kent. And now, I'd like to present to you the 2006 National Student Steel Bridge overall winner, North Dakota State University.